Once the CameraMatch object is set up, we're ready to set and tune the view. So let's start by clicking the Set View to Match button. Okay, and now you see the preview object actually turns off, and now we see the model in place, and it looks like it just put it right where that preview object was. So it's a pretty accurate. It's a little complex with all these lines. I'm going to change the tuning render mode to hidden line and click that button again, and that shows it much better. Okay, so we still need to pull this side in a little bit, and that's where the tuning can come in. The tuning is very powerful and very flexible, and I generally start with these 3 vanishing point adjustments. I try to look at ones that may be most in error, and usually it's ones that are closer to parallel. Now these all have a fairly good angle between them, so I would just kind of go in and see which ones I think might help it the most. Since the verticals are the most parallel, I'm going to go ahead and see what that does anyway. That actually looks like that's might fix it for me. So I'm just adjusting this, and it's basically moving that vanishing point further and closer from the original position. So here that looks pretty good. Now if I wanted to go and make more adjustments, one tip I give people is to, if you've got a nice point already here that you like, but you may want to go a little further, go ahead and save it, and that'll keep the view in case you need to go back to it. So then I can go in and fine-tune some more. And let's say I wanted to rotate the camera, which actually effectively rotates that model on the photo. But if we want to go back to that original view that we just saved, we can just revert. So that's why I like to save it, and then we can go in and tweak it some more. So we've got quite a few different controls. As you just saw, this one is the camera tilting, and then this is the camera tilting up and down, and this will rotate the camera around the model like so. And then there's also a distance. So I'm going to revert again. Very often after the vanishing point adjustments, the distance one is the one I go to, because a lot of times the scale or this control line and measured line is not exactly the correct distance, so it needs to be tweaked sometimes. So I'm going to cancel this because I already liked our view there. So the next step will be turning off the existing model and turning on the new stuff and rendering.